Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I'm Nur Fazlinda binti Fabil from the Faculty of Business, Economic and Accountancy, University Malaysia Sabah. Thank you for listening to my presentation. The title of my paper is Embracing the Hub Model for Sustainable Distribution System of Farm Produce During the Pandemic Crisis. My presentation covers the background to the study, research objective, methodology, findings, and finally the conclusions. As we know, the sudden threat of the COVID-19 pandemic has caused an upheaval in several key economic sectors, including the agriculture sector. The incessant physical and logistic restrictions have led to instability of the supply of farm produce to the market. Not only the customer cannot access to the adequate and nutritious or fresh food item, but also the farmers experience loss of daily income due to dumping of their farm produce. Many extant studies on the impact of mobility restrictions amid COVID-19 found that the food and agriculture sector face greater risks than other sectors in terms of production, supply chain, marketing and sales, and farmers' income. Some scholars suggest several ways for a sustainable distribution channel to minimize the impact of crisis, for example, through developing a strategic alliance between stakeholders in the supply chain, or by transforming to digital means through the use of social media apps or mobile apps, and by emphasizing on the speed in reaching the market through adoption of economical and fast distribution channel. Finding a proper distribution system for farm produce has always been the most critical challenge in agriculture-based business. Several issues has emerged due to the detrimental of conventional distribution channel, especially during the uncertain situation like the pandemic. Some scholars argue the conventional distribution system as not able to reach optimum supply due to longer chain to the market, involve high cost and less environmental tolerance, and in fact, the use of multiple independent intermediaries in the conventional distribution channel is seen as less economical due to allocative inefficiency and intermediary-centered. It is found that from the literature, during uncertain situations, organizations embrace an agile and innovative distribution strategy, for example, by considering a more multidimensional integrated network, or to market their produce through off-farm intermediaries, and opting for technology-based supply chain, for example, by using the online business or social media to market their product. Studies on distribution channels for farm-based produce from small farmers' perspectives in rural areas have not been fully studied. Acknowledging from the extant literature, it is believed that during the unpredictable crisis, smallholder farmers would favor a short and fast channel of distribution, which is more economical for their business. Therefore, this paper aims to propose an economical and fast distribution channel for farm produce based on the concept of hub channel, through exploring from the farmer's point of view about the distribution channel used by them to sustain their business during the movement control orders amid the pandemic outbreak. For the methodology, two key small farmers in Ranau, Sabah were purposely selected to participate in this study. Unstructured phone interviews were conducted to gather their perspectives on how they managed their distribution of farm produce during the MCO, and all the data and thoughts gathered from the respondent were summarized into a proposed diagram to provide a meaningful insight about sustainable distribution channel of farm produce during a pandemic crisis. Based on the interviews, as alternative to reduce the impact of crisis, the respondents mentioned that they have made a collective decisions through the Farmers Association in their area to work closely with appointed individuals who they call as agents to deliver the farm produce from their place to the city. In response to the approach, the use of mobile apps such as WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook Messenger ease the communication of transaction of produce from the farm to the consumers. The key findings of the study shows that farmers embrace the concept of hub model in distributing their farm produce to the market during the physical restrictions. In the hub model concept, each retailers or mini-mart are referred to as hub agent, who serves as a collection center for agri-based products received from the farmers. As for the conclusion and future direction, this study is limited in that it focuses primarily on results from 2 farmers only and employs exploratory qualitative analysis of the results. Nevertheless, this study provides preliminary insights into the literature relating to alternative distribution channel approach for small farm-based business in a rural area in time of crisis. So farmers in this study have made a collective decision through the Farmers Association to work closely with appointed individuals who they call as agents to deliver the farm produce from the farmer's place to the market via social media and several grocery stores in the city. So this distribution system embraces the concept of hub chain model as proposed by Franklin and Morgan, and the use of the digital means as proposed by Ilali in 2021. The findings provide insights on the mechanism of distribution of agri-based products in light of the COVID-19 crisis and other shocks. So it is hoped that this study could potentially improve the capacity of policymakers to react more effectively in the future to adverse events affecting agri-based business dealing with perishable food systems, especially in Sabah. Thank you for listening to my presentation.